Hello everyone, it's the Top Dog here. So this is just a quick video that's going to go through the server, the layout within our server, and how you can use our server slash take our trading calls. I know we've got a few new members coming in now, so I think it would be a lot easier if I just had one video rather than explain it to everybody individually and just post that onto YouTube that can be kept there now forever for people to see. So after you've paid, you've joined the server, or you get given access to the server, and you'll see the welcome category here. This just has the server rules, React for roles, and the entry here. This is again just some more rules and what you're agreeing for, blah 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 blah. Bit with the boring stuff, but got to be done. And then here you have the important section, which is announcements, so where we'll announce any changes within the server or something important. And then also important things. These are more updates. Announcements are big, sort of more important things, important to relating with trading. So, for example, when we made amendments to our trading log here, whereas announcements is more something urgent happening to the server. For example, if we brought in a new trader, that'll get put in announcements. If we changed our trading strategy or there was something important coming up that week, that'd get put in important. So there's the difference between the two different channels there. Then after that, you have the community. So in here we have chat, experts chat, community TA, community trades, questions, suggestions, request your chart, and a voice chat. So obviously chat, quite self-explanatory, where we talk, have our day-to-day chit-chats, and we talk to each other. For example, Chubb here is asking about what trades we're currently in. We're having a little chit-chat here about crypto, the markets, what we see on US Open. Experts chat, so all traders will have access to this channel. Only the traders, individual members, will be able to view this channel but not talk in here. This is where we input our views. We can communicate together, explain what we see, sort of clog things up there and then. So yesterday this video is on the 12th. It's on the 11th of October. We had a bit of a crash. People were panicking, so I was sending my views here, what to do, best play sort of. We were expecting a bounce here on the American stock market. We're also expecting a rejection on the dollar, which will then lead to Bitcoin going up. So we're just going through them. So this is where we include our views. These won't be trades, but factors that will provide confluence with our trades, what we're sort of looking for. So there's not too much to worry about here. The stuff that gets sent here may start off a bit confusing to you, but after a few weeks, not even that, a few days to weeks, and this will all start to make sense of you. So, for example, here SPX, that's the American stock market, BTC, that's Bitcoin, and I was just discussing there about what I currently see, current levels mapped out. This was all gone through already on a live stream. Community TA, so this is where the community posts their TA, and we try to give valid feedback. David is absolutely killing it at the moment. He didn't used to trade crypto until joining the group, and he's now trying to learn the TA side so he can become eventually a trader and start to take his own calls rather than just copy trading. So we try to give valuable feedback where possible. Community trades, this is where the community will post trade setups they're taking. I expect David to be posting in a few of his trade setups in here soon. This doesn't mean people will take them, but it can hold you slightly accountable in a way. We can give feedback on your setup if you had your stop losses too tight, the risk reward. You can also then track your progress if you forget about certain things. Like if you see a setup that you're thinking of taking, post it in here. This is a bit quiet at the moment because people are still trying to learn the basics, but I expect in the short term that this will start to increase. Questions. So any questions that you have, this may be related to how to place trades, how to place a stop loss, certain issues you have, just send it in here and the traders will answer. So for example, is QNT a trader spot call, and then updated there by TraderZek. Pretty self-explanatory. And then suggestions. So suggestions you have for the server, just put into here. So for example, Carol suggested a 1 to 10k challenge. So we've changed it to £100 to 1k. Same thing, it's a 10 extra portfolio, so that's the challenge we're doing there. Me and TraderZek are carrying out this challenge. However, we're doing it through spot, so there's no leverage and we can only make money when the price goes up. So we sort of need to uptrend the market, so it's pretty slow moving. However, we might introduce a leverage 1 to 10k soon. We just don't want to overcomplicate too many things at the time being. And then request your chart. So if you are looking at, for example, you could see a coin on Twitter and be wondering what our trader views are on this coin. You might already hold the coin before joining this group. You might be down, you might be up. You might be wondering, well, what the traders in here currently see for this coin. So if you can request your chart on there, we can then post our chart and experts chat for you, or we can go over it in a live stream. So the voice chat every Sunday we have a live stream where we all join the voice chat and I share my screen or Trader Zek and I sort of go through the Bitcoin analysis for the previous week and what we expect for the current week, news events. I try and teach a few basic things of what I do on my charts for people to pick up on. I know this current Sunday, well, Sunday coming up, Trader Zek is going to do a Fibonacci masterclass and go through how he uses that tool. So we gave a vote. There was either market structure or the Fibonacci's, and the community has voted to go through Fibonacci. So Trader Zek is going to go through that with the community and how he uses them. Further down now, you have the 100 to 1k challenge. You have trades entering, trades updates, and a tracker. So here you can, sorry, trades updates. It's as simple as this. Bought link, links your coin. So you would search in link USDT. There's your entry price, 750 as it's spot. There's no leverage on often, and then stop loss there, 7.35. Simple as that. Trade updates. Sorry, my mic cut out then. This is where we update trades that we are currently in. Simple as that. And then the tracker is where we keep a log of our tracker. So we went down 2p, then we went up £2. Obviously it's spot and it's £100 and we're trying to trade our way up 110, 107, back to 105, up to 118 or 119 you would say. So currently up near of 18, 19% there in the challenge. And that's as simple as that to take the call. And then now to the trades section. So this is split up into different types of trades. So you've got trades, which is the normal day-to-day trades, sort of normal. There's obviously risk with trades, but not high risk, just normal risk that you'd expect. Normal day trades. Scalp trades, these are more identified with higher risk. They're sort of lower time frame, quicker, time sensitive trades. HTF trades is higher time frame trades. So these are longer plays. Your stop loss tends to be a little bit wider on this, but obviously the take profit is wider. These plays tend to take a few days to play out, rather than a scalp trade can take an hour to 2 hours maximum. And then the normal trade section can take like anywhere between an hour to, let's say, a day, something like that. But the high time frame trades, they take generally over a day to play, over a few days. Spot trades, these are longer term plays, more investments, buy and hold, these type of things. You can hold through FUD, hold through announcements, hold through chop. So for example, the CPI data, if you want exposure to the market, having leverage exposure is risky, but you could always have some spot that you bought earlier and hold through the storm. This is just zero leverage. And then you've got high risk trades. These are obviously self-explanatory. High risk trades use less margin, which is less capital in your trade for these trades. You can have exposure to them, but the higher risk, understand the risk when you're in them. So what this does now, this just splits in different type of trades. So our traders will go in here, each individual trader. If I've got a spot trade, I'll go into the spot trades and I'll ping the call. And the layout here, so E is entry. So this is a long, so within that range you would enter. So you could put 4 bids within that range, one at this price, one at this price, and 2 in between. And what that does is that's dollar cost averaging. Your average price now per that coin is lower if all these filled. The good part about spreading it out is, for example, it's no guarantee that this will hit, and it just could just hit this limit here and go up. So you have exposure there, but then if it keeps dropping, you have more exposure too, and it averages your price down. Then you've got your stop loss here, you set your stop loss, and then in the next channel here in updates, you get updated with the trades set up. So if we're taking profits, if we're cutting, it'll all be updated here with a link here. If you press links, that takes you to the trade. So for example, I pinged a higher time frame Bitcoin long within these prices, stop loss here, then my update here was yeah, so this is what I'd like to see, how I'd like to play it. So there's my update, keeping people up to date with the trade. Then you have active trades here. So this is where we update people with our active trades. So for example, I am currently in INJ spot, PYR spot, BTC long, and GRT spot. These have all been pinged in here. People can go in here and see what trades are still active. If I had a limit order that hadn't filled, it would be under active limits. So I don't think anyone's got an active limit at the minute, but that's simply how it would be. Um, doo -doo -doo. That's the trade section over and done with. Then you have trader journals. So inside here is a daily analysis. This is where a daily analysis of the markets will be sent each day to sort of give you an idea if we're expecting an upwards momentum or downwards momentum on the charts. And this is how you can sort of If we see it's choppy and we're unsure, obviously when we pin calls, just lower your margin that you're putting into trades because it's seen as a bit of a choppy day until we see a confirmation. If we're awaiting a confirmation and that plays out, obviously you can increase the risk then with your trades for there. So that's the benefit of the daily analysis. Then we have our own trading journals. So this is where we sort of just talk to ourselves essentially of what we're seeing, potential plays we're eyeing up, what we're seeing on the market, things that are taking our interest. For example, here live stream, how I sort of talk to people. Um, Posted last week's live stream on YouTube there for people to watch. I posted it into the channel and pinged them. So we all have our own individual trading journals, and essentially it's just a case of how we talk to you. We will pretty much talk to ourselves in these channels with our views, US pre-markets, things we're looking for. So that's all the trading journals are. Every one of our calls though will be sent into the actual trades section. Then you have trade and profits here, which is where you just post your profits. Flex, which is just where you put if you're going and doing something cool, flex it. Let's see what we're up to. There's a football, and then you've got NFC profits there. Then you've got important market news. So if you go in here, this is just something connected that'll update you with the most important market news. So for example, 2:30 every day, it will update you with the US market opens, and then when the market shuts, it will update you with that. So anything you need to know news-wise will be in here, rather than you reading loads of news stories. So I hope that's valuable and a nice way to go through the server. I hope this makes sense. I'm also going to create a video now of how to place trades on the exchange Bybit, because I know a few people will be new to crypto trading. But this is how to navigate around the server. If you have any questions, just open a ticket and we can go through that with you. And then, yeah, I hope you have a great day. It's good to see you in the server, and let's make some money.